Yo, Q, what up? Yo, Q,
Man,
what
I'm
up?
keeping it real. What up, Duan?
Welcome
Let's get it.
to Not Just Music, where we keep it real and honest.
Always.
My mama praying, telling me, Q, you need to chill. They can't respect the truth from just silence.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to another week and another episode of Not Just Music Podcast, where we keep it
real
and we always keep it honest. And let's make some noise for the episode 18, because this will be episode 18.
We thank God first and foremost.
We
and all the
moving, we
supporters.
moving. I'm gonna start celebrating every few times, and I'm not gonna celebrate the 20 number or the 25 mark like other people. I'm gonna just pick a random one because we at it. We were really pushing for greatness with these, and to constantly bring good content to y'all every single week. This week in this episode, we are going to talk about education.
Important.
As always, me and Q have always done something to make ourselves very aware to what we're doing, and making sure that we bring content that you all could understand.
Yep.
Adjusting some cameras there, y'all, just to make sure everything's on point. We can do that this hours.
That's what we do.
We can do that. So, Q, tell me, bring up this situation. Well, it ain't situation. Bring up the topic again. Yeah. What did you ask? What did you see earlier? I know you saw Charleston White.
Yeah, he
was
talking
talking about something. And go ahead.
He was basically talking about a lot that I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and how he was saying, you want to hide a lot of stuff, you put it in books, you put it in writing, and today's time, it has turned more into technology, you know, and YouTube. Like you even told me a couple times, man, hey, YouTube it, you know what I'm saying? Like YouTube it. So it's more technology driven. And then I started thinking to myself, like, when the last time I've been to the public library? Now I'm wanting to go to the public library. I'm eager to go, you know, and look up and look at books, get books. So that's what I was thinking, man. I'm like, the way the education and the way we learn now has changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, even like in school, when I was in school, like, they only taught you the basic. They didn't get in depth with a lot of things that was important, so when we grew up, like, you either learned it or you learned it from the streets, you know what I'm saying, from experience. And it's crazy because, like, a lot of times, like, I can ask my mom something that I heard and she won't even know it. So I'm like, some people are not really educated on a lot of things, even older people.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So I think education has failed us sometime at points, in our life.
Now, at your age, you're not too much younger than me. It's not a whole 10-year
About
gap.
9 years.
Man, and when you were in elementary school,
Yeah.
do you remember having any library structured classes?
Damn. We had a library, but it wasn't like we went like it was structured, like it was mandatory.
Now,
You get what I'm saying?
this is now y'all you hear this, right?
Yeah.
I feel like very upset. In 9 years, y'all switched a code. Cause it was cold, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I remember going to the library and having to do certain detailed things in the library, understanding how to go check out a book and everything, like, to do all of this. Like, we had to do something that was library structured.
Yeah.
And in 9 years, things changed that fast. Now imagine if it was. I'm gonna go a little bit further back. I can only imagine what 10 years before me had as understanding. I'm sure they had library,
but it wasn't pushed though. It wasn't something that was oh, you need to go. It was like just existing. It was there.
And to me, I never had. Well, I'm not gonna say I never had. I had structure to understanding to go to a library for a long time. Like had a library card, go down here to, uptown Charlotte or downtown Charlotte, whichever one you want to call it, and go to the library there to do work, tutoring, do stuff like that was very, 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 very common. Now, if you have a child out there right now, at the age you're at right now of the elementary child, when is the last time, and I'm asking you all this out there, when is the last time you took your child to the library?
Oh, man.
Or do y'all just get online and pull up randomness as searching or, finding ways to understand a topic or anything like that? When is the last time you went to the library instead of just jumping on your phone or your tablet and just looking it up that way? When is the last time?
The crazy thing is, man, a lot of parents is just giving the tablets to the kids and like go get out my way.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Go do what you do.
Yep.
And sometimes like kids is not looking up the educational stuff. They looking up the wrong things.
Exactly.
That's why you see, like hip hop is the biggest influence now. Because kids are, instead of looking at educational things and wanting to be president and this and that and like behind the scene jobs, these good job paying money jobs, everybody want to be a rapper, dope boy. So obviously, they looking up the wrong things because they're giving that permission from parents at a young age.
A lot of people my age, and I'm being honest, like I remember seeing friends at the library, and I'm gonna go a little deeper. By the time I got to college, I graduated high school 2001, and by the time I got to Columbia, South Carolina, I had already understood how to research via going to the library. Like how we have YouTube, y'all have YouTube now, Google, wasn't nothing like that going on. I mean, it was there, but how people use Google, YouTube now to research things, that was uncalled for then. We had to have solid foundation on search topics, where we got it from. It had to be understood in that light. Now, let me ask you this, Q. Right. So, if you have the opportunity now, like you said,
yeah.
And one of the things that I did hear Charleston White point out in his, in trying to get the young dude to understand, your news. It's certain, how people say, oh, search Google. Google doesn't really give you certain topics that you're looking for aren't going to be found on Google. You have to understand you're going to have to go into a deeper database that's going to give you solid leads to what you're looking for.
And that opened up my views. Like now I'm ready to go to the library. You feel me? Like I'm ready to, you know what I'm saying? Like learn, like you say, them databases, like that paperwork. That's what that real stuff is.
It is.
That information.
It is. And I remember when I was at Full Sail, I'm not going to give away the search engine that Full Sail tied me into, because it's very, very, very detailed, and it is very deep. Let's just say that it is very deep to what you can find within saying I did a search on Google, then I did a search within inside of this database. It really gave me that understanding like, wow, we are really, really being cheated in early school, even elementary, even junior high school, even high school. There were some things I learned in my college years that I wish that they would have told us was going to be the case in my earlier years. Now,
Exactly.
moving forward, now with your education that you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the highest level of education that you achieve?
I got some college, community college. Let me go in there with that. Like, I actually was going for criminal justice. I wanted to be a probation officer for the kids, like help troubled kids. So, long story short, I was about to graduate, but I got in a situation to where I was like, I can't even get into that field no more because this gonna be weird. So, my mind kind of shifted away from that, and that's why I stopped going. Cause like I fell in love. Well, I've been in love with music, like, but then again, it was a wake up call. Like I probably didn't want to do that, for my life anyway. So God does things for a reason. So, that was my highs. Go ahead with your question. What was you about to say?
It was if it was a thing of moving forward with, like, let's say going from high school going into college.
Yeah.
The little bit that you learned in college, were you amazed by?
Way more than my grade school. Yeah.
Like
and that's the thing. Like you was telling me like what you learned, and I was like, my first thought was this had to be in college when you learned all this.
Yep.
Cause you common sense grade school ain't teach you all that.
No.
No.
Then and it's a reason for it to me, and it may not be every lower level school situation. It just could be, where we're from. Yeah. The North Carolina school systems are taught to do a certain thing, a certain amount of things, which to me, it limits the child because the fact of they kind of put a cap on what you're doing. You can't kind of say, well, I learned everything that I needed to know while I was in Charlotte-Mecklenburg school system. So I learned everything that I needed to learn in Charlotte-Mecklenburg school system. I learned a lot, but I didn't learn everything. Yeah. There were some things that I feel I could have learned differently, in my early years if it would have been more teachers that, I had some good teachers, but if I would have had more teachers that were savvy to what the future was going to be.
Actually care about your well-being.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It would have been different. Now it was a trip when I got to college. In college, I started off at University of South Carolina, didn't finish there, went back to school. I went to school in 2012, so it took me 10 years really, or 9 years to go back to school. And then when I got back in school, what they were teaching was very deep to me. Like my professors, instructors in college at Full Sail, these people were more than just, even though I was doing something for music production,
they enjoyed what they was doing.
Yeah, they gave me way more than what I expected. Like I learned so much about business, about being a human being, about professionalism. I learned about, search engines.
And that's what's lacking, like good teachers, I feel.
Yeah.
Cause and then you get these teachers that don't care. Then you add on you're not paying them enough.
Yep.
So it's like some of them don't want to be there. It's like correctional officers in the prison, man. That's why they angry, because I'm doing this, my heart ain't in it, and y'all ain't paying me. A rapper making more than me.
Exactly.
So it's like they don't care about the future of these kids. You know what I'm saying? They just looking at it as like, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And anybody in that role position has to have a heart and love what they do, I feel. Because you are in control of how that kids are partial of that kid's outcome and when he grows up or she grows up.
Exactly. Now, I have always wondered, like, even at my in my early, let's say by 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, right?
Yeah.
I remember certain aspects of certain teachings that they were giving me that weren't built, like saying like it wasn't math, it wasn't science, it wasn't English, it wasn't writing, it wasn't anything like that. It was, they actually gave me the chance and appointed me the chance to be able to work with kids that had special needs, right?
Yeah.
Now, what I've known that I would have twin girls that considerably have special needs down the line, I never would have imagined.
That's crazy. So this is before you had your daughters.
And this was during my early years of schooling, bro. And you know what was good about it? I was connected to it.
Wow.
I was actually, it was something that I felt like gratified because like these kids, didn't have a chance to be around certain, classes and, certain people in certain situations. I'm glad, things have changed along the years.
Yeah.
And even in understanding, having 2 kids now to what I was understood of then, I was able to take what I learned then and apply that to what I know now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you, was there anything in your younger, even if it was kindergarten through 6th grade, whatever point in time in the elementary phase, was there anything that you can remember that might have molded you to a certain thing that you do today, basically?
I say probably my wrestling coach.
Mm-hmm.
Like he taught me discipline. Like that man cared about me. I feel like he cared. Like it was personal. Like I remember, and it's how I know he cared. I remember I was wrestling. I had one match and I lost the match or whatever. And I ain't want to shake the dude's hand. I ain't shake his hand or nothing. I threw my headgear and he came on the mat. I remember this. God is my witness. Grabbed me by my arm and like he ran me out, like out there, like where nobody else was. And he said, "You don't do that. You shake that person's hand, even win, lose, or draw. You shake that person's hand." So he was instilling in me life lessons, like things that I was gonna learn that you need to have in life. So like that dude, Mickey Jordan, shout out to Mickey Jordan, my wrestling coach. Like that really changed me and my ways of living now to the discipline and everything. You know what I'm saying? From my eating, like how I eat, how I take care of my body, how I, watch what I put in my body, even my psychological mindset. Like, nothing really can bring me down. Yeah. So cause I'm prepared physically, mentally, and everything, emotionally.
Yeah. That was a good one, Q. Like that's these points of education that I basically pointed out, that Q just pointed out, notice had nothing to do with a math book.
And he was a PE teacher. Let me throw that in there.
Hear that now.
He was a PE teacher. PE teacher.
Nothing wrong with math, science, English, history, all that stuff y'all chose to give us. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I guarantee you, it wasn't going to give. It was going to help us say, "Oh, we know this, we know that."
But did it leave a powerful mark?
Did it leave a mark? Exactly. Did it leave anything in you that you were like, okay, you know what? This was a big process to help me move forward, to elevate, to go higher,
to take something later in life and
there
use
you go.
It. That's what it's about.
And to me, just like what Charleston White was saying, the experiences that we go through too, also outside of schooling, some stuff that I learned had nothing to do with a educational standpoint as saying, going through school level, grade levels, and taking that and applying that to life. A lot of the stuff I learned either came from the streets or came from somebody that wanted to feed something into me.
Exactly.
At a personal level.
Yeah.
A lot of them were teachers. But these teachers had nothing to do with, as I said, educational levels. They just wanted to see me be a better person, a better individual.
See, look, that's the point they need to get right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have your teachers that's just there and doing their job so they don't get fired. And then it's like you have people that actually care about that person.
Exactly.
It's two different things.
It is.
It's kind of, I compare it to like jobs, like when the supervisor's not around or the boss is not around, most people are gonna break the law. They're not gonna do their job.
Exactly.
They gonna slack off.
Exactly.
But a real person, when it don't matter who's watching or who ain't, they gonna stick by what they believe in and teach because it's in their heart to do it.
Exactly.
And that's what's gonna impact people, these kids later in the future. You get what I'm saying? Teachers like that, and we need teachers like that. I don't think it's more of like the educate or the knowledge is out there. It's how they, like, the teachers, the people they putting in position is not caring of giving that knowledge.
Now, teachers, listen. This isn't bashing, but I'm
just keeping it real.
Listen to what Q just said now. Don't be if you're a math teacher, be the math teacher, but be deeper than the math teacher.
Yeah.
Get a kid, make the kid understand the assignment, but then if it's one of those kids that are struggling to be in your math class, make sure you take an extra care to understand what it is that you need to do to make them a greater person.
Get personal with these kids, cause a lot of them don't have parents to go to when they at home.
There you go.
You don't know these kids, like, what they face when they go home. So that's why, like, you always have to be like, your caring in a child life might influence their behavior at home.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Cause it's like when you have nothing to look forward to at home, like, and your teacher seem like she don't care. And your teacher, instead of trying to help with the problem, is going back to the parents that don't care about you anyway and telling you you're not doing this and doing that. Like, where the progress gonna come in?
Yep.
You know, where the progression gonna come in?
Yep. And being educated as a human being, and I'm gonna take an extra step because being a black man in the world has become a very tough thing to do. And it's deeper than speaking on the educational part of understanding going through grade level school, whether if they choose to go deeper or go further, college degrees and things of that nature, because sometimes it isn't saying that a college degree is going to make this person great. It could have been something that was done in those earlier years.
Talk, preach.
To push them into greatness, to say that, hey, it may not take college, because sometimes college isn't the case for some. I'm being honest. Like
what I posted the other day, I said, you can't teach a work ethic. You can't teach work ethic.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could be naturally gifted, talented, born gifts and all that, but have a lazy work ethic.
Exactly. And
the person that has that strong work ethic is gonna overcome you.
Yep. Every time.
So it don't matter if you went to college or not. If somebody is always out there trying to outwork you, and you can't get too high on the pedestal where you get comfortable.
And see, Q did post that. You know, he posted work ethic is hard.
You either got it in you or you don't,
Yeah,
and that's something college can't teach you.
If it ain't there, it ain't there.
School can't teach you that.
Exactly. If it ain't there, it's
a lot of stuff is like I feel like the way you can succeed in life, a lot of the school stuff really it holds some weight at times, but it don't really hold a lot of weight because it's really characteristics that you have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, work ethic can outdo anything.
Yeah.
If you lazy, you can't get nothing done. I don't care how smart you is.
Nothing done. So again, to me, everybody has a drive. If you have a drive, work ethic shouldn't be a problem at all. You have lazy people. Don't get me wrong. There are lazy people. But for those of us that are out here hitting the dirt, hitting the pavement hard every single day, Your work ethic, it shouldn't be a problem at all. I mean, I know people working 40, 50, 60, 70 hours in a week, every week, not letting up, not worrying about nothing, taking care of business, but it's got to be in them to do that. It has to be in them to do that. So if you ain't getting up out of bed every day, you laying in the bed all day, every day, and you got kids and your kids see you doing that, guess what your kids gonna eventually adapt to doing? Exactly what you doing. I saw my mom and daddy get up every day.
Exactly.
30 plus years.
Me too.
And hit it. Get out here. Pops was bus driver. Moms was working at Duke Energy, doing secretarial work. Like, look.
Hustlers.
I seen them do this every single day. From elementary years all the way up to the time that they retired, I saw them grinding. Out here hustling to get it. Yep. Now, me, what do I look like? Laying at home, sleep all day, ain't thought about working, ain't thought about doing none of that. Like, what do I look like?
Exactly.
What do I look like? That's
How
not
can you live like that and not want to change.
Thank you.
That's like you being broke and not wanting to try to at least try to change or fill an application.
Who you telling, bro? There's too many applications sitting out here for people right now, man. There's too many jobs there hiring y'all for y'all to be lazy. I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
Man, when they start giving out that free stuff and then people didn't want to go back to work. Well, you know what? People weren't wanting to work before that, man. I'm tired of people blaming. I'm tired of people blaming the assistance, the COVID and all that relief. Nah, people being lazy, man.
Listen to this, y'all.
People
this
being
is
lazy.
If you were before COVID hit,
and this is educational too. We educating y'all. We talking about education.
Before COVID hit, it was a thing of people were already on that lazy train. You got some people who live from tax season to tax season. I'm gonna be straight up with y'all on that.
Big facts.
Tax season to tax season. They waiting on to get that child care tax credit back, and don't even spend not $1 on the child. Spend it all on themselves for the moment. Whether they get a new car for the whole year, whatever it is, you can't live off the government
and
forever.
It's gone like that.
And it's gone. To me, if you're getting anything from the system, you should always use that to take care of your kids. It should never be anything that should be for you.
And that's why we gonna get spiritual. That's why God don't bless those people with bigger things, because you can't even handle the small things.
Yeah, and that's
you can't even handle the small things. So that's why you probably still. I don't know who I'm talking to. You probably still in that Section 8, you know what I'm saying, building. Because he's not going to move you to a house because you don't even take care of the Section 8, project they gave you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Why he going to bless you with a home?
That's a blessing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even take care of the things you was given. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care. And I don't care if y'all look at me wrong. I'm just being real.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are blessed, has been blessed, given things, and still don't appreciate or take care of it.
Section 8 is a blessing, y'all.
Yeah. Food stamps is a blessing, man. Y'all know how much food is, man? It's
a blessing. And to abuse it like some do is really sad. I look at how some people will go in, a grocery store and they're using somebody else's food stamps, like they bought them off of somebody. And my thing is, if you're hustling your food stamps, you're not using them for the right reason. Exactly. Straight up.
Exactly.
It's for you to use, not sell, get money to go handle your business. If you was handling your business, this shouldn't even be a problem.
Exactly.
If you handling business the right way. But guess what? That might be because you weren't educated the correct way. We still on education, y'all.
Facts.
We're still on education. Like,
talk the right way.
If you're educated, it will show. It will show. If you're in a bad situation and you need that help and you gotta go get Section 8 or you gotta go get live from off the government in any type of way, Like, just remember, it's a temporary blessing. That's not a long-term blessing.
That preach, man.
It's not a long-term blessing. You gotta.
It's for you to progress. It's
there
for
you go.
Get you help.
Get you up.
It's to lift you up.
Q just said the one word: assist.
It's to assist you.
Assist you to get to that next level of greatness.
You know how many people dying just for just a little assistance, just an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Just if I can just get an opportunity.
Yep.
And those people can't even get an opportunity because you got people that want to freeload off of, think it's supposed to be permanent.
Exactly.
Get comfortable.
Yep.
Oh, I ain't never leaving the projects.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, man. Like, I mean, like, we got to do better, people.
We have to do better.
All races, black, white, everybody. Everybody. This ain't a race thing. I'm talking to everybody.
Everybody, because all of y'all do it.
Yeah.
All of y'all do it.
Yeah.
Again, all of y'all do this. Don't
keep it real and
I've
honest.
seen it all across the board. It ain't everybody. Just think about this. And I don't care if you had a lack of education or not. If you're at a point in your life right now and you're sitting back living off the government and you're listening to this right now, this is not to bash you. This is to wake you up. This is realistic. Like Q said, if we're going to be real, let's be real. As we say, Not Just Music Podcast, where we keep it real and honest. Always. That's what we are planning to do. We're not going to sit here and sugarcoat nothing to you and about you that wouldn't help you to level up.
We wouldn't be helping people if we wouldn't tell the truth.
Yeah. We want you to level up. Don't take it personal. If you're taking it personal and getting upset, that means you need to step on the gas and fix what you got going on. Because we ain't hating, we ain't mad, we ain't doing none of that to you. We're just trying to wake you up to help you understand that you can be better, you can go further by taking chances.
Exactly.
Educate yourself daily. Get out. Go to the library. Go to the library. It ain't lame to go to the library.
You ain't doing nothing else.
Yeah, all you doing is sitting at the house on your phone right now because you're watching this on your phone. How about you just take that phone, once you done watching this, put it in your pocket and go to the library.
Exactly.
Just go. It don't take long. Go sit in there for 30 minutes to an hour. You wasn't doing nothing else for 30 minutes to an hour. Take your kid with you too. Let your kids see you doing something educational, educating yourself. Researching things, figure out some stuff. Like, it's so much in the library. Like Charleston White said, y'all don't even go to the library. If you go to the library right now, count how many people you gonna see in there. I guarantee you're not gonna see a lot.
And at the end of the day, man, the thing of it is we all got a time we come in the world, we got a time we leave. And we only control between those dates. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Are you a watcher? You watching people be great? Are you like one of the greats out here that's doing something? Exactly. Educating yourself and moving like a boss. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather be hated because I know y'all watching me, so any feedback, good, bad, I accept it. Cause you know I'm out here doing something. We doing something that right now a lot of people are scared to do, like because of criticism. Right now, I don't want people to say, "Oh, I can't deal with the harsh comments." And all this entertainment we do, you don't know what people are always judging us. Exactly. It's never and it's never gonna be good enough for some people. You got to realize that. But for the people, some people, it hits home, and that's what we aiming for. Even if if you don't like it, obviously it hit home if it strike a nerve. Education, y'all. Educate. Again, educate yourself. Coming to a close on this. If nothing else, make yourself available to be smarter day by day. Take a chance on yourself, on your own education that you have. You don't, like you said, you don't have much time on this earth. Yeah. You better educate yourself so you can educate your kids, educate your family. You know, all of this is important. All of this is important, y'all. Like if ain't nobody taking the time to help their self level up day by day, what are you on this earth for then? What are you living for? You know? Now, follow us, like us, all of that good stuff on all our platforms. Website, notjustmusicpodcast.com. Follow us there. Subscribe there
Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube or however you, whatever. Basically, subscribe to us. Hit that subscribe button right now while you're paying attention. Go ahead and tap it right now. Tap in with us. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Not Just Music Podcast on across all the boards. I ain't got to everything else yet, but those 3 platforms we are on right now. And at the end of the day, remember, love. We love you. Stay motivated, stay educated, stay leveling up. And until next time, we are Not Just Music Podcast, where we keep it real
and honest.
Always in peace, love, blessings. See y'all next time.